projects with us.
Okay, so out here on the outside of our fence line, there's like loads of dead old plants and stuff. So I've been out here because I had enough space after I got done mowing that it was like, oh, might as well fill all the cans if I'm going to the dump. I put this garbage can here probably 10 minutes ago and switched cans. I clearly found a spider infestation of some sort. I ran to get my phone and like 4 or 5 have left. They're kind of cute little buggers. Good thing Megan wasn't helping, but at the same time, the grass stabbed the crap out of my legs. Now I'm wondering if maybe I got bit a bunch. But now she'll literally never go out of this fence again, probably. Maybe I should just delete that clip.
It's been so long since I had to drive this route. I forgot how pretty it is. I mean, ugly. Definitely ugly. Definitely an ugly route to drive. But no, it's like all peaceful. I was like all worried, but like I know this road. The only thing that I'm not worried about it, I just am dreading it, is that Matt said there's still construction going on closer to Helena.
All right, so what do they call cold start when it's like 100 degrees probably? I don't know what it is actually in the garage, but it's 90 out. But whatever it's called. A clod start. Cold hot. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
Alright, I'm just driving past Boulder right now, and obviously I haven't been here like on this drive in a long time. But are they literally building houses right next to the highway in Boulder? They're building something and it's like right next to the highway and it looks like houses. That would be stupid. There was just a giant blood splatter, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was in both lanes and it was like spread far in the lanes. It must have been a gnarly, like a big animal or something.
I just figured out, actually it was kind of funny because while I was mowing, I kind of figured it out, that I figured that those bins that are just right behind the scale, when it comes to wintertime and I bring only household, I'll be allowed to go there. Because you're like, you don't get to put grass and limbs and anything like that in there. Because then she just asked me, she said, do I want to go to more than one place? And I said, no, she said, then just go to the main. So when you've got a kind of a conglomeration like I typically have, that's when they send you to the main. Apparently, which makes sense. And I don't totally hate it, I guess. I don't know. It's better than half it, because one of the cans is half household, half lawn stuff. But I will still never understand that. Because maybe it's a joke. Because who would rollerblade or skateboard out here? Maybe one of those big wheel buggers that can go in bad conditions. That's another thing I find funny. I haven't mentioned, but there's signs all over the walking mall in Helena that says no bikes, rollerblades, or skateboards. I seen a kid on a skateboard yesterday, but 2 times in a row walking that walking mall, somebody on a bike almost took out one of my coworkers. Then the very next time I walked through there, they almost took me out, and she was just flying. She was probably going 25 or 30 on a pedal bike. Like, she was screaming, and yeah, but I mean, it's like they'll flip out about you walked more than 3 feet from a bar with a drink, but then, you know, when somebody's breaking a rule that could actually hurt somebody really badly, that's when they're like, oh yeah, let's not worry about that. Another fine example of why I fucking hate humans. They didn't even get close to where they need to be, and then they were throwing it out the side. Next person to back up here is getting, because like right there's at least one nail. Next person to back up here is 100% get a nail in their tire. All because they wouldn't back up the rest of the way and throw it actually out the back and not the side. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's whether it's being inconsiderate or stupid or both, but I mean, because that's the thing. I mean, maybe there's somebody that's never, ever had a tire problem. But almost every set of tires I've ever owned, I've ended up with at least one that had a defect or I got a nail in it or something. So, you know, I go out of my way to try to help make sure no one else can get a nail in their tire. Like if I was hauling roofing, I would back, especially using a trailer like that, I would back the trailer into the pile and fling it up on top. I would make sure there was no chance anybody got a nail in their tire. I guess that's the thing. Anybody with any sense is going to see that and know that roofing is probably the easiest way to get a nail in a tire and not back up all the way. But, because that's what I did. I was looking in the side mirror and I knew something was laying there, and then when I got kind of close with the backup camera, I noticed that it was roofing, and I didn't care. I figured, I mean, what did I have to pack the cans? 20 feet, 25 feet maybe? At most, probably. So, yeah, who cares? And then the thing was, the way they were throwing it out the side, if I'd have kept backing up the last few chunks they threw, they would have thrown into the truck. So yeah, that's another reason I'm happy I stopped.
Okay, I get that there's people working right there, but I'm going 26 miles an hour on the interstate. Even if there are people working, we do not need to slow down to 25 miles an hour. The speed limit sign says 55. Come on, people.
This technically isn't even a parking spot. I love that little bugger. Okay, so I just vlogged about the handle being the same on the portal and the switch cases. This is a gun case. Somebody just must mass produce these and send them to everything that's like a handheld carry device. That's kind of funny.
So this is definitely the cleanest the Jeep's ever been before being washed. But here's the before. I mean, there's some spots like the back bumper and stuff that are, and the back window, that are not bad, but that aren't clean.
I am so proud of Megan right now. She gets afraid of a second step on a stool normally. She's only got 1 foot on it. I'm really impressed. Okay, so this is technically follow-up from a long time ago, but I decided to do it anyway. For those of you that watch frequently, you'll know from the Easter egg hunt when Nathan was freaking out because he wanted the soccer ball, and I said, you're not going to be able to get it if you be smart and avoid that and get even more candy or more eggs. I will get you a nice soccer ball. Well, with Bob Ward's going under, thanks Utah people that are shutting it down. It was one of the things we bought. That was where that gun case came from too. And we don't use the GoPro a ton, but this might help. And hopefully this will get you guys some more nice content. But yeah, not very pleased about Bob Ward's going away. It almost made me cry when I was in there because Hastings shut down quite a while ago. And then you've got that closing now. So, I mean, and then the mall's basically dead. So basically everywhere I shopped in Butte throughout my life is pretty much gone. Because Murdoch's is, in the grand scheme of things, fairly new. Like places I've been able to shop at since I was in high school and had just gotten a job. Because, I mean, obviously, I could go to Walmart, but I avoided it like the plague. So for similar, I went to Kmart. It's gone. There was a lot of stuff in the mall. Used to go to the mall quite a bit. Hastings. Loved Hastings. Sam Goody was one of the things in the mall that was pretty great. Play-in trade was awesome. Yeah. Hopefully some of the new development that's going in on Harrison where they're burying that huge hole, and supposedly there's some big chain restaurants. I believe one of the things is a grocery store. And then like with the revamp thing they're doing to the mall, that just sounds stupid. Because they say it's another out-of-stater thing, but they say they're going to make it where everybody in the mall has their own facade. So basically they're going to have to strip the entire interior and make it into a bunch of stores, unless they count the back as facades and they're just going to take out the hallways. Or maybe just make that where, you know, you can transport stuff to the backside of your store or something. But they're tearing down the Herberger's part to put in a grocery store, but then apparently they're going to fill in the rest with people that have their own facades. But hopefully we get some good stuff out of that. The restaurants will kind of suck though, because anytime you get a new restaurant, literally anywhere, it's basically impossible to go to it for the first 2 months unless you want to wait for hours. Because I think I've told the story about when I was in Minot and there was a Sonic that was new. and I pulled up to where they were like telling people where to go because they had it zigzagging through a hotel parking lot. And I just pull up, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, just go over there." And I asked how long it was going to be because of I seeing how long the line was. He said it's about 2.5 hours to wait for Sonic. And Texas Roadhouse, my friend that I was hanging out with, she was dead set on going there about a week and a half after it opened. We sat in the little waiting area long enough. I think it was about an hour and a half, long enough for me to have 3 or 4 beers and basically be done drinking before I even got to the table. I mean, that place was oil booming at the time, and a town that's meant to have about 35 to 40,000 people had about 80, so that doesn't help. But yeah, the restaurants are going to be kind of pointless when they come in, but we'll see what we get. It's just kind of depressing because like Hastings was awesome, and so was Sam Goody. But I mean, I've went so digital with my video games and movies and stuff now that those places, as much as I loved them, would have been worthless to me. But I guess if they were still doing the buy one, get 2 for a penny on used games and stuff, I would break down and keep doing physical games for that price. And I would pre-order consoles and stuff like that there. And anything I do, because I think I've mentioned that I pre-ordered the Nintendo, yeah, because I did that during the Nintendo Direct reactions. I pre-ordered the super fancy edition of the Nintendo World Championships NES edition. So like stuff like that I'd get there. And I mean, I guess they had books, magazines. So I'd go get like the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue there every year. Because other than that, we don't do magazines. But they had a coffee shop. I would go out of my way to go there just to keep that place getting business if it was still open. Yeah. It's another one of those, holy crap, I'm getting old. Because we were talking about movies that came out when I was in high school, and it's, holy crap.
Okay, I just have to point this out because I'm onto the truck. I just realized, hold on. Kind of a before. It's not super dirty. I already rinsed it, but it's not super dirty. But no, I just realized because I needed Matt's help even with the stool to do the roof. And then I needed the stool for the hood. I'm looking at the wrong camera again. I needed the stool for the hood. On the Jeep, I only needed the stool for the roof. I could reach all the hood. And the car, I'm pretty sure I don't need the stool even for the roof. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure. So it's just really funny. I mean, look at, I'm standing up totally normal. I'm barely like above like the window line. That's true. Matt showed this recently. I already like did the pre-rinse, but now I'm doing the car. So here's kind of a before. Well, I mean the before of the bugs at least. Here's a quick after of the truck because I forgot to do it. The truck wasn't bad though.
Okay, Megan forgot the after of the truck. I don't know if she showed the interiors, but I brought the key in the house already, so that ain't gonna be seen. And it's kind of interesting. I'll show the thing I'm talking about, but I swear it makes water spots worse, especially when you're washing it. And that crack, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see, but it was kind of doing this little thing, and it almost looked like it would have went back up and never left that black area. But similar concept to when you turn on your defroster and it goes from cold to hot quick. Going from hot to cold quick does the same thing, and it decided to, instead of continue upward, it went straight the fuck down the middle. Like I was just on Megan with the rain sensing wipers and all that. It's going to be an expensive windshield. But yeah, it's all done. And I don't know if she mentioned this, but we swept the garage. So that's fun. Because until it rains again and makes a bunch of mud stick to the cars, that'll be nice. And hopefully I have it figured out before this goes up. But if you know how to get those programmed, because I don't know if maybe when I had it apart, something happened because the antenna is still fine. But my research, it seems like I'm the only person in the world with that problem, that those won't even attempt to sync. But it took me a long time to find anything talking about that. And someone said something about the logic board, which they claim, who knows? I usually find parts like that cheap, but they claim it's about $150. So at that point, I'll get a new door opener. But yeah, of course I get the gear put in and everything else works. But Yeah, this is the stuff that we put on the truck windshield, and I swear it makes it water spot way worse, to be honest with you. Because that's the thing too, is if it didn't, you would actually be able to see the crack much easier. See, even close up you can kind of, but it's trying to focus more on the water spots than anything. But yeah, that sucks. I don't know. It's just kind of my luck, kind of like with that thing. Because, yeah, in all my research, I found one person talking about it with dozens of YouTube videos being like, press one button, press a button on that. That's all it takes. It's like, why do you need a YouTube video for that? It's 2 steps. But, yeah. Feels like I'm the only person. That and that one other person are the only people that have ever had that problem. So, yay. Great luck.
All right, so it's still wet, but here's the after of the car now that it's pulled in. I'm gonna get eaten alive. When I pulled the car in, or when I got in the car to pull it in, a mosquito landed on my arm. I think I got it before it bit me, but
One mosquito.
yeah, but you know the way I break out real bad.
Yeah, but if it's one, oh, you missed the spot. Just a little strip on.
Where? Oh no.
Oh, on there. That ain't that.
Yeah, you know what? I missed a spot. I missed spots like right there on the truck. I'm pretty sure I missed. Oh, and right there.
Well, and that's the thing with the way our road
And I
is.
know there's
2 trips down it, and it'll be covered with dust.
like, oh, right here, I did not get that good at all. And then did we show the front bumper where it looks like I didn't even wash it? And then what else? Oh, the dirt. Oh, and then it was really funny while I walk out here to show you. If you can see it. Oh, kind of. So I was being a weirdo and rinsing all that foam stuff off that we were doing on the 4th. But yeah, that's from the car, washing the car. Because I washed the truck over there and I washed the Jeep way up there. So that's literally just dirt from the car. And I rinsed some of it when I was rinsing the foam thing. But then it was also really funny because I was like, all the foam stuff was right here and I was rinsing it off. And Matt literally had to take the hose out of my hands and turn it off because I was going crazy. Well, yeah, it is probably, 9 something at this point? Okay, I lied. It's 10:02.
Fucking good though.
Show me the bag. So we got this Hershey's cookies and cream popcorn. I'm gonna try it.
What do you think in comparison to the Reese's one?
I don't think I ever tried the Reese's one, did I?
Yeah. Because remember I got into accidental hog mode and ate the whole thing?
Oh yeah, and then we got another one. Yeah. It's not as cookies and creamy as I would like it to be.
No, you can never focus.
I mean, you can kind of tell that it's not, given how much it's like. I mean, that looks like popcorn with a little swirl on it, pretty much. It's not bad though. You kind of get a little bit of the like salty and sweet thing going on.
What do you want it to be? Candy bar with little chunks of popcorn in it?
No. I just want it to be a good balance.
Wait, run through that one. Can you eat?
Yeah, and then like this is the second one in a row I've gotten that doesn't have anything on it.
So you don't grab just one piece.
But it's like Matt said, it goes through a machine, so you don't know, like, they won't all get covered, especially because those were little pieces.
Well, then you get
and
like
then also
that first chunk I gave you, there was 6 pieces of popcorn stuck together in a blob because there was so much.
Yeah, but then also it's kind of a nice little balance because then you get a little bit of like a regular popcorn kind of thing.
But no, that's another thing too. It's like it's
Yeah, and then some of them have this like coating thing on. Like I just took a bite of one that was like sweet, but it didn't have any coating, and or like any of the cream and cookies, and I was like, "What is this?"
kind of like kettle corn.
It's kind of like kettle corn, yeah. Matt's feet turned green from it. So, a few things. My feet actually hurt. That means I actually did work for once. And,
well, part of it was you were, by the time it was over, you were barefoot on the concrete.
well, that's true. I had flip-flops on when I was started, and then I kept walking out of them, so I gave up and just had bare feet, like Matt said, on the concrete.
Well, heck. Green come off a lot better than
No, and then I injured myself slightly. Okay, it's not an injury. There's a little bit of skin removed, but I dropped the hose nozzle on my foot, barefoot. And also, my husband is such an amazing husband. I was normal, like no head covering or like anything like that, and I was in like a tank top and shorts. And so he was like, "Hey, do you want some sunscreen?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So he sunscreened me. And then I was like, "Oh, and grab me a hat too," because I was like, "Oh, my head's starting to like feel like it's gonna burn." And I was just gonna have him grab me like a baseball cap, and he grabbed me like a sun hat. I'll insert a picture because I took a picture. So it would cover it anyway. The hat so it would cover like my neck and everything. So he's the bestest, and he made me hydrate. I wasn't really thinking about hydrating, and he kept being like, "Here, water, here, water." So he the bestest. Oh, and then also, so he didn't vlog because we were like really busy, obviously. But I washed the 3 vehicles, and while I was doing that, he was working on fixing the garage door thing, which I think he might have vlogged a little bit of. But he was working on that. He did like this yard spray stuff. What is it for?
It's for dead spots.
Oh yeah, this yard spray stuff for dead spots. That's why his feet are green. What else? What else did you do? You did
filled in that random hole.
Oh yeah, he filled in some like random holes in the yard.
One of them was a critter burrow.
One of them was apparently a critter burrow. And this morning he mowed the lawn, and he like did like a house pickup and like put stuff away. And I don't know, I wasn't with him for shopping or anything. I don't know if he vlogged about that, but he got like new stuff for the GoPro. So that's gonna be fun to try out. There's like a head thing and a float thing and all kinds of stuff. So that should be fun. And part of his house pickup thing was that he put the dishes away, and he filled up my water bottle for me while he did that. He's the bestest. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.